What is up, Baggies fans, football fans, and sports fans, to a brand new video on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about Ryan Mason's first summer signing, and that is of Nat Phillips from Liverpool. And I personally think it's going to be a great signing for us. He's signed on a 3-year deal. We're going to be breaking down everything you need to know, his stats, what he brings to the club, and why he could be the voice to anchor our backline with Hegem, and why I think it will help us push this promotion season. So let's get started with the background. Nat Phillips is 28 years old, obviously just about coming into his prime now. Born in Bolton, he came through the Liverpool Academy. After an early spell at Bolton, he made his name for himself when Liverpool faced a defensive crisis in the 2021 season, stepping up with maturity and bravery in both the Premier League and Champions League. Since then, he's gained experience at several clubs: Stuttgart and Bournemouth, where he's part of their promotion squad, Celtic in Scotland, and most recently Derby County, where in the 24-25 season, obviously they're in the Championship with us. During the season, he played 29 Championship games, 21 starts and 8 subs appearances, played over 2,500 minutes across all competitions, contributed with 1 goal and 3 assists, which for a centre-back is not a bad season. Averaged around 1.9 blocks per 90, which placed him in the top performing defenders in the league. He also helped Derby solidify their defence, especially at home. Where Phillips was on the pitch, Derby had a +3 goal difference at Pride Park, only conceding 16 goals at home across his appearances. His reading of the game, composure on the ball, and aerial presence were key factors in Derby staying in the Championship and competitive throughout the season. Let's not forget his late winner against Hull in a tense relegation 6-pointer. A huge moment that Derby fans will remember. It wasn't just a goal, it was leadership, desire and timing. All in all, Phillips didn't just play a role, he was a cornerstone for Derby during a very, very tough and challenging season. Whether starting or coming off the bench, his performance brought calm, structure and veteran presence to their backline. And I think that is something that, obviously, if we're pushing Bartley out the way, that we will need with Hegem. So let's break down why it's a good move for West Brom. So obviously aerial dominance. He's 6'3", physically imposing, and wins most of his aerial duels. In the league like the Championship, where aerial battles are constant, especially against teams like Millwall, his presence is invaluable. Expect fewer goals conceded from crosses and set pieces. Now, obviously, crosses and set pieces on we are usually pretty good. There has been a couple of goals we have conceded, but it's going forward where I think it could be great for us and getting us some more goals off corners when we've got people like Isaac Price to put the ball in the box. Ball playing confidence. He isn't just a bruiser. During his time at Liverpool and Derby, he showed he can carry the ball out and make composed passes. While not flashy, he's comfortable recycling possession and switching play. Key in potentially Ryan Mason's developing style of building from the back. We will see. Obviously, he's played in the Premier League, Champions League, but more importantly, he's been in the trenches of the Championship. From his Bournemouth promotion campaign to last season at Derby, he knows what it takes to grind out results, and obviously, with Bournemouth, get promotion. Leadership. This is a massive one. Obviously, we've lacked that vocal leader at the back. Bartley, when he wants to show up and do it, he does, but, in the dressing room, is he that sort of person? Phillips brings maturity, communication and professionalism. He's captained youth sides, handled pressure at Anfield, and has often seen marshalling Derby's young defence. He will not be afraid to take charge. This is something we really, really needed. Obviously, Andrew Nesta come out and said we wanted someone to bolster our defensive core and bring leadership, and that ticks every box. Now, I think that's a great quote from Andrew Nesta there. He's obviously done his research and seen why, and obviously Ryan Mason's come in and said, yeah, we want him as well. So they both come together and said that's great signing. Obviously, with Semi Ajayi moving on and Carl Bartley not getting any younger and potentially being moved on as well, the centre-back role was a priority for Ryan Mason. Phillips is the first name through the door in this new era. It's not just a squad filler, he's a starter. I reckon he'll be playing at the back with Hegem, and it will be a very, very good partnership with them, with young talent like Caleb Taylor coming in possibly as cover. Phillips complements a quicker centre forward, forming a balanced pairing, one that mixes physicality with agility, which is why I think he'd be perfect for Hegem. We've seen Hegem, once he gets into his stride, it's absolutely rapid. Reduce identity errors. Last season, West Brom conceded goals that came down to lapses in concentration or poor organisation. Hopefully, Phillips is the commanding organiser that we need. He points, he talks, he leads, and he will keep that defensive line tight for us. Mentorship for youth. Youth defenders in the squad now have something to learn from. Caleb Taylor, for example, will benefit from watching how Phillips positions himself, manages strikers, and even conducts himself off the pitch as well. The big one is depth and rotation. The Championship is a brutal. Having someone like Phillips means that we can rotate and still keep the defensive integrity, especially during the fixture congestion towards Christmas. So, I I think for me, he's a great signing for us. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below if you think he's a great signing. Obviously, he signed on a 3-year deal, 1 million to actually pay for him, and then rising to 3 million with add-ons. Now, I don't think the add-ons are going to be, too much out of reach. I think they'll probably be based on appearances and promotion. So even if it rises to 2 million, I still don't think it's a bad deal really. If you put it over the 3-year contract, that's a great really payment for him. He could be the sort of player that when we're struggling in the 88th minute, that he could get it out clear and win the ball and, settle us when we're, getting back to the wall. So I think for us, he'll be a fantastic signing, and I really do hope, he gets a good look in with Hegem, and I think those two together could be a great partnership. As I say, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Who do you want us to sign next? Make sure you subscribe. We're so close to 100 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button. Remember to like the video, and I'll catch you all in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye.